Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today's video is going to be a question and answer video, and I'm going to be talking all things Poshmark and Mercari, and these are questions that I get on my YouTube channel, and it's really hard for me to reply back to every single person and give a really thoughtful answer. So I thought I would take the time to record a video and talk about the questions that you guys have asked me on my channel and answer them here in this video. I do want to start by saying just a few things really quick about the coronavirus that is going on right now, and I just thought if I'm making this video and it's in real time, I just want to share with you guys that I am so sorry for anyone that currently has the virus, or family member has the virus, or loved ones, or for those of you that are struggling, if you have your own business and this is hurting your business, I am so sorry. And if anyone has been laid off from their job, I am so sorry. Like, truly, I know this is hurting businesses worldwide, and people rely on their businesses to survive and to feed their families. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry to anyone that is currently going through this hard time, and I appreciate every single one of you for watching my video, clicking on my video, watching the ads, and helping me, because, you know, I'm not going to share like anything personal, but the virus has affected my family as well in some ways. So just you guys clicking on my video and me being able to make an extra income off of YouTube is very, very helpful for me right now. So I just wanted to start by saying thank you guys so much for always supporting, and I'm very sorry to anyone who is having a really hard time through this virus and worldwide pandemic. So all right, well, I know that started off on kind of a sad note, but that's just our reality right now. So I do want to get into some of the questions that I've been asked. So I have my laptop right here, and I will be going through a few different questions. Okay, so I have one that is on Mercari, and the question is, I have found instead of relisting, go to edit item. Even if it's adding a simple space in the description, it notifies the likers and viewers something changed, and it refreshes the item instead of listing and losing all of those likes and views. So this one actually isn't really a question, it's kind of a statement, but I really like that she said that, because I don't think that's something I've ever tried before. Well, actually, yeah, because if you are putting, that makes complete sense now that I'm saying it out loud. If you are putting, changing anything at all to a description or a title, then saving it, it will automatically, act like it has been like refreshed or renewed. But I thought that was interesting that she says it automatically notifies the likers and viewers that something has changed and refreshes the item. I actually didn't realize that it would notify the liker or viewer that something has changed, but it does make sense. So that is really good to know. So thank you, Charlotte B, for saying that. She wrote that on my video, 5 tips to increase sales on Mercari. So that is really interesting, because I have talked about like relisting an item to make it seem like it's a new item in your closet if it's a stale item, but she's saying you can just simply edit the listing by like putting a space in the text, description, title, and it'll automatically refresh it and let possible buyers know. So that's really good to know. Okay, so then I have, this is on my video, how to ship on Mercari. Would it have been cheaper to ship in a small bag than the big brown box? Please help, I'm confused. So great question. This is from Gabby Lopez, but the answer is no. You do not have, if you have it shipped in a bag versus a box, there is no difference. What matters is how much your item weighs inside that box or bag. So when you print the label, and Mercari will send you the label based on what your item is. So if you have a t-shirt, there's an option to click on t-shirt, or if it's shoes. And that also depends on the weight of the item, and it'll kind of help you select what the weight is based on what your item is. And it'll have the label will have a weight on it. So you can use a big brown box and put that label on top, or you can have a small bag, like poly mailer bag, and put that label on top. So it honestly does not matter as long as you have the label from Mercari. Same thing goes for Poshmark. It doesn't matter about the box as long as you have the label. That's all that matters. Okay, so we also have, I have a question. It says, are taxes added automatically? Like if you're referring to sales tax, yes. When I lived in Delaware, I never ever had to pay tax on anything that I purchased because there's no sales tax in Delaware, which is amazing. But in New York, there is sales tax. So you're paying for how much the item is, plus you're paying for sales tax, plus you're paying for shipping. So you're now paying 3 different things for one item. So just keep that in mind. So to answer that question, yes, taxes are added. If it's sales tax, that is added. Now, Poshmark has taken care of not sales tax, but actual like taxes for the government, which I don't have all that information off the top of my head as far as taxes like taken like going towards taxes for the government. So you can definitely look on Poshmark's website. They have that information. I just don't have that off of the top of my head. Another question, and this is again on my how to ship on Mercari video, which that video got a lot of views. So I have a feeling that a lot of people don't know how to ship on Mercari, and I've done like 3 of these videos and they all have gotten like thousands of views. So I'm glad I posted that. But this person said, so after you tape the label to the box, all you do is bring it to the post office and they do the rest, ? I'm confused on how you get the money. Okay, so yes, after you tape the label onto the box, you simply drop it off at the post office and they will ship it out to you. Once the buyer receives the item, they will click off that they have received the item and you will get the funds. If they do not click off within 3 business days, and I believe it's still 3 business days, then the app will automatically send you your money. I have had a situation happen where my item was, for some odd reason, stuck at their post office and they weren't picking it up. So I emailed Poshmark, this is on Poshmark, I emailed Poshmark the situation and they sent me my money because it had been over 3 days and the person still did not claim it, and so I emailed Poshmark and they sent me my money right away. So you will get paid. So yes, that's all you have to do, tape the box with the label and drop it off at the post office and you're good to go. Okay, so I see here, does the weight for shipping cost include the box or just the item? So the weight is just the item. So you can get any box. I mean, you can get like a poly mailer, you can get a, large brown box. That really doesn't matter because the label will have the amount per the item, not per the box. Okay, I have another question. It says, great video. I have a question on Mercari. I list my items and the buyer always pays the shipping. Me too. However, recently 2 people contacted me that the post office would not drop the package unless it's paid. The buyer already paid the shipping fee. One person said she had to pay $14 on top of what she already paid for shipping, and the other was $8 and she paid for shipping. I don't understand why they had to pay again or if I'm doing something wrong. Did this happen to anyone? So that is the very first time I have ever heard of anything like that. I honestly find that extremely odd. The only thing that I can think of is that maybe, and this is Tammy Stepaniuk was the person who asked this question. The only thing that I can think of is maybe, you selected the shipping weight was too low, and so they weren't, because you dropped off the package and paid less for the item to be shipped due to the weight, the person who received it had to pay the rest. So for example, if this sweatshirt that I have right now, if you picked that it only weighed, let's say this weighs 1 pound, just for example, 1 pound, but you put that the shipping was 0.2 pounds, and then you dropped it and left, now whoever had to get the item has to pay the other 0.8 pounds for the shipping cost. And the only reason why I think that's the case is because one time, a long time ago, when I was selling on Mercari, I had to pay, so the buyer paid for the shipping, but then when I went to drop it off, they said that the label was for way less. I think it came out to like 8 pounds. It was a lot of clothes. It came out to like 8 pounds, and she said that the label was for 5 pounds, so I had to pay extra for the extra 3 pounds. So that might be the case, is that maybe you picked the wrong weight on how much the item weighed, so the person buying the item had to pay the rest of the shipping cost. So that's the only thing I can think of. I think that might be it. Okay. Allison K said, hi, off topic, but is there a way to check a seller's reviews before you buy? It doesn't look like there is when I search Google. Love your channel. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate it. Yes, there is a way for Poshmark to, but you can only look at if someone has left a love note. So if someone left a love note, it's basically like a review. They can leave a 5 stars, however many stars. But the thing is, I believe this is still the case. It only will show love notes, not if someone gave a 1-star review or a 2-star review, but it just shows if someone left like a 5-star review. So you really will only see the good, you cannot really see the bad, but that's only if you go onto their channel. And I can't remember exactly how to get to it from the top of my head, but I know you have to go onto, onto their Poshmark closet, and I believe it just says reviews, or it says love note, and you can read their love notes. You said to always be on the lookout for styles that are trending. How do you do that? I love your videos, by the way, they are very helpful. Thank you. I think that's Priscilla Ramos. Thank you so much for watching my videos. So there's a couple different ways, actually there's a lot of different ways to look at, and I could make this a separate video. I think that would be a really awesome, fun video to do. But to look at what's trending right now. So you guys all know I am a marketing director for a mall. So I have 80 stores at my mall plus 7 restaurants. So I see trends every single day. So if you simply like to walk at the mall or just go window shopping, I walk the mall multiple times every single day. So I see all the trends that are happening every single day. So that's a big way to be able to see that. Other ways, you can always look on social media. So if you have an Instagram account, if you have a Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, every single fashionable brand, almost every single brand, has a social media account, so you can always see what their current trends are. Also, if you follow, Fashion Week in New York or Milan or wherever, that is like the the best way to find out what is going to trickle down into the fashion industry. It always starts off at the runway, and then it's a trickle down effect into the fast fashion stores. So you can always see by, you know, just searching Fashion Week trends on the internet, and by looking at different websites too. There's a lot of like Trendsetter or Trendspotter website. There's a lot like Vogue, Elle, all of those magazines as well. They all have websites, so you can always see what trends are going on there. I will definitely make that another video because there are so many different ways that you can find trends, so I would love to make that video for you guys. That is a really great question. Another person said, great info, can you do a video on how to do a buy two get one free sale on Poshmark? Do customers make a bundle and then I send them an offer for the two highest price items in the bundle? I'm new to reselling and still figuring out the Poshmark platform. Thanks. So that's a really great question. I will definitely do a video on that. That's a really great one. I do have a couple of videos on sales, like how to create sales in your Poshmark closet. So I will link that above. But yes, you can create a bundle, and I have a lot of videos on creating bundles too, so definitely go check that out. But you can create a bundle and you can send someone an offer. So either you can create the bundle for them by sharing it to the bundle, or if they have liked multiple items in your closet, then you can add all of those items that they have liked, put them together in a bundle, and send them an offer. Whoever accepts the offer first will get the bundle. So you don't have to worry about, you know, like both people buying it at one time. It's whoever accepts it first, they will get the bundle. So it's as easy as that. Let's see here. General recommendation for when to relist. Relist every 48 hours. I'm confused. This is from Inner Beauty. She said, I just need to make my house livable again. All the piles are affecting my mental health negatively. Help. So I've heard, you know, a lot of times about having a death pile due to, you know, just having so much inventory and not enough time to list. So I can understand, because when I have clutter around me, my brain, I just can't function. I need to just get rid of the clutter. It bothers me so much. It's just my personality and a lot of people's personalities. But okay, so my biggest suggestion would be to, number one, don't think of it as a negative thing. Think of it as a positive thing, that how lucky you are to have that inventory in your house to be able to make money off of it. So first and foremost, I would think of it in a very positive way. Say, look at that pile and just think to yourself, I am so lucky that I was able to buy this and I have enough inventory to make a profit off of this. And then the second thing, think about how much money is sitting right there in front of you. How much money you could be making off of those items if you got them listed onto Poshmark. Now, my suggestion would be, do not relist any items until you have listed all of those items that are in your pile. Once you have all of those items taken pictures of and uploaded and listed onto Poshmark, then relist old items. I highly suggest listing new items every single day, as much as you possibly can, and then relisting old inventory, because you want to get new items, new inventory in front of your customer's face rather than the same item that you've already had. So get all of that off of your floor and think of it one step at a time. Pick it up, take a picture of it, list it. Keep doing it over and over as many times as you possibly can every single day and then go back and relist old ones. I think that would be my best suggestion for you, and I do hope that helps. I can completely understand where you're coming from, because I too do not like clutter, but in this case the clutter is money. So think of it as that pile right there could be in my bank account. So make that your motivation and don't let it stress you out. Think of it in a positive way if you can. I had someone about a week ago ask me a question. It says, I am still confused. I understand Poshmark, you just drop it off. None of the responsibility is on you. But on Mercari, because you have to option to choose free shipping or not as a seller, I'm confused as to how that works still. Sorry if I sound dumb. Totally not dumb. Everyone has these questions when you first start on a new platform. Of course, how else do you learn? You have to ask the question. So thank you for asking the question. And I would say you still can pay for shipping. It will just come out of your revenue that you're making. So if you have an item that is you sold it for $15 and the shipping is $5, just for example, then you will receive 10 items, but then you also get 10% taken out because Mercari takes 10% of the profit. So you are just getting that shipping cost taken out of your profit. You don't have to pay up front like at the post office or anything. It's still the same thing. You put the label on the box and you drop it off at the post office, but the shipping cost will come out of your profit. You just don't have to pay it at the post office. Now, like I was saying in the beginning of my video, if the shipping label is less than how much the box actually weighs, not the box, the items inside the box actually weighs, then yes, you will have to pay once you get to the post office, because technically you're scamming them if you're putting a label that is less and you're shipping something that is more, which, like I was saying, I had to pay an extra, however much I paid for the extra 3 pounds, because my box, everything inside my box weighed 8 pounds, but my label said 5 pounds. So I had to pay for the extra 3 pounds. I hope that makes sense. Okay. This person was really sweet. I don't know if I'm saying this name right, so I'm so sorry. Letitia Acosta. She said, thank you in all caps. Finally, I've been looking for real and practical tips for a part-time reseller. Everyone posts on full-time reselling, but I don't have that luxury. Neither do I, girl. I have a goal to make at least $500 a month. That's amazing. What is a practical amount of inventory to have to get to that goal? I'm very new to this and just watching YouTubes and growing my Poshmark and eBay account. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to tell you is that unfortunately I don't have an exact number on how much inventory you need in your closet. However, I would highly suggest thinking of a business strategy for yourself and deciding, do you want to have a lot of inventory and each one have a lower price, or have less inventory with a higher price, or have a lot of inventory with higher priced items? That business decision is for you, but one thing that will definitely help you is in your Poshmark closet, you can see how much you're able to make based off of all the items in your closet that are available and the dollar amount that is available. So let's say you have 100 items and they're all listed at $1, just for the sake of this example and easy math. that means that you have $100 available. If you have 100 items, each of them are $1. That means that you have $100 in your closet that you can make. If you sold all these items, you would only be able to make $100 because all of your 100 items each are $1. So that is the easiest example that I can give you. So always make sure that however many items that are in your closet, at all times you will be able to make at least $500. And you have to think to yourself, there's no way that you're going to sell every single, well, there is always a way, but I highly doubt you'll be able to sell every single item. So my suggestion would be to have in your closet at least, I would say at least $3,000 worth of inventory to then be able to sell 500 per month. But that means you have to constantly be restocking your Poshmark closet. So that's the other hard part, and that is what I find very hard for myself, is doing this part-time. I do not have time to thrift. It is very challenging for me to find new inventory. So that is definitely something right there, is always having enough inventory to replenish your Poshmark closet, and making sure that you have, I would say, like triple or quadruple the dollar amount available in your Poshmark closet so that you are able to sell at least 500 per month if that's your goal. I hope that answered your question. All right. Let's see here. Okay, another question I got was, how do you create a sale banner in your closet? So I do have a lot of videos on this. I just posted one about Canva. I really enjoy the app Canva. You can do it on your laptop, you can do it on your phone. I have an iPhone. But it is so great to make little signs, and you can make them specifically for your Instagram. You can make them specifically for your Poshmark closet. So I do that a lot of the times, and they have really great free images. Everything is free. So you can make that like a little sign in your Poshmark closet. So if you want to have a sale, you can make a sign for the sale on there. So Canva is really great for that. And the last thing I just wanted to mention, I got a lot of questions about taxes. I am not legally allowed to give any tax information, so my only advice would be to ask an accountant. If you, like, we got our taxes done through an accountant, so, you know, just ask that question. Other than that, I'm really not going to speak on it, just because legally I'm not probably allowed, and I don't have the right information that an accountant would have, and everyone's situations are different. So I hate to be that annoying person that says that, but unfortunately I'm just not able to help with that. So I do apologize that I can't better help you in that sense with taxes. But that is everything that I have for you all today. I do appreciate everyone watching my videos, everyone who has clicked on my YouTube channel or subscribed or watched an ad for me, gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys so much. It's funny. I am going to just open up about this. I've had so many conflicting emotions with Poshmark and reselling and working a full-time job and balancing life and a family and everything. It's a lot, and for a long time I really just wanted to make my YouTube channel all about health and fitness, and then I fell in love with Poshmark and reselling, and I got so much joy and excitement out of it. And then I moved, and now it's just like really hard with having my full-time job, but at the same time, like, I don't want to let you guys down, because I feel like I've built such a great community on my YouTube channel, but I'm just not as excited and enthusiastic as I used to be about Poshmark. I think just because my mind is so exhausted by the end of the day at work that to come home and to make a YouTube video, which I love YouTube, but to like work on Poshmark and then do YouTube and then, you know, like just all the other things that go on in life, it's just a lot. And I've always been so focused on Poshmark on my YouTube channel in the past 2 years, and I want to continue to make great content for you guys, and I'm always trying to think of like new videos to make and new things to talk about. But the truth of the matter is, there's not, besides answering like your questions, which I absolutely love doing, there's not too many other tips and tricks that I have. I feel like I have shared every single tip and trick that I possibly can about Poshmark. And I absolutely am so grateful that I did, because I was able to reach so many of you, and I'm so grateful for that. Like, one of my videos has 16,000 views. I never thought ever when I started this YouTube channel that I ever would have that many views, even if it's just on one video. But I am so grateful that I was able to help 16,000 people almost. So I am so grateful for this YouTube channel. But I do want to always be myself and be authentic with you guys and create content that you want to watch, but that I also enjoy creating. And you know, I did originally start this YouTube channel because I have such a strong passion for health, wellness, and fitness, that I have thought a lot back and forth on if I still want to stick with Poshmark or if I want to move into doing health and fitness. And then I was talking to my husband about like maybe opening a clothing line for fitness wear, and then like associating it with Poshmark, like selling that on Poshmark, doing you know, just like creating our own brands. But then now this coronavirus came out, so now we don't want to buy anything in bulk, and like there's just so much there's so much to say at the very least. But the point of what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to drive you guys away from my YouTube channel just because I might create a video about health or fitness, because I am so passionate about that. I used to have my own clients. I used to make meal plans for people, and it was something that I loved. And then I stopped doing it because I started working full-time and got super busy. But I don't know, I want to keep doing what I love to do, and I hope that if you guys really like me and who I have been through being authentic with you guys on my YouTube channel, I hope that you would want to watch that as well. I've done a couple surveys and polls on my community tab on YouTube, and it seems like it's like 50-50 that people would or wouldn't be interested in that kind of content. I have contemplated like starting a different channel just for that, but then I feel if I do that, then I won't be as focused on Poshmarks. So I'm just kind of opening up and like letting you guys know where I'm at with YouTube. I love YouTube so much. It has been like so much fun for me. I love editing videos. I think it's awesome. And I want to continue to make as many videos as I possibly can till I get old and gray. But I also want you guys to be interested, and I want you to look forward to my videos because I take a lot of time to edit them and post them and all this good stuff. So I hope you guys do stick around if I add in a health and fitness video, or you know, give you like a day in the life video or something. So I hope that you do stick around. But anyways, I'll leave you guys on a good note. Thank you so much for everything and for watching my videos. And if you are struggling, if you are a business that is struggling through this hard time right now, I would again want to say thank you for your business. I am wishing you all of the best. We will all get out of this together in a positive note. I'm determined to stay positive. If this has affected your family, relying on maybe one income only, whatever the case may be, I am thinking of you and I am so sorry, sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And I just wish you all nothing but the best. We will get through this and it's going to be a very positive outcome. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much, and I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.